she had an unshakable determination. A Georgia native, 16-year veteran of the Atlanta Police Department, and member of the Atlanta Police Honor Guard, Senior Officer Gail Thomas was a model police officer and was killed in the line of duty performing her job. She was a caring mentor and loved to help people in the community, her fellow officers, and even those she put behind bars. She was a bright light in a world of darkness, a dedicated, involved member of her church, a wonderful friend, and a great mother to her daughter. Her daughter was Gail's sunshine, all right. So much so, Gail would sing "You're My Sunshine" to her all the time. But if there's one thing friends and fellow officers remember about Senior Officer Gail Thomas, it was her smile, described as one of the most beautiful smiles God ever put on someone. Gail was raised with her brother Earl, by their father Earl Thomas, and deeply influenced by her loving grandmother Dimple Thomas. Gail attended Boyd Elementary and Archer High School before graduating cum laude from Georgia Military College in 2004. Right after, Officer Thomas became a 911 dispatcher. Following that, she became an Atlanta police officer within the Zone 5 precinct. Those who had the privilege to know and work with Officer Thomas recall her positive attitude, her beaming smile, and a winning personality. Both on and off the job, her fellow officers knew her as a very sweet person, with a smile that was infectious, that would brighten any room. It was said of Officer Thomas, "You didn't shake hands when you saw Gail Thomas, you got hugs." Her supervisors also remember her unforgettable presence and a warm happiness that followed her around. However, her more than pleasant nature never stood in the way of her duty, as her winning the Officer of the Month award for hard work and dedication quickly attest to. But they actually never saw Gail not smiling, even when she was given an assignment she didn't particularly care for. Gail was described as a model officer. She often mentored and gave advice to rookie dispatchers and police officers. A former partner reflected on Officer Thomas and affectionately called her a mentor in blue. That officer worked with Gail on morning watch for 5 years and relied on her for encouragement, backup, and advice. Another dispatcher recalled the help Officer Thomas gave her. The officer remembered how kind and helpful Gail was to her when she joined the department as a frightened little dispatcher without much confidence. Her friend went on to say, "I made it my mission to become a great dispatcher like Officer Thomas." A detective in Gail's precinct couldn't forget how Gail shared her unrelenting brightness with everyone she came into contact with. Officer Thomas had transported a suspect one day. While the suspect was in custody, he said to the detective, "Tell that lady police officer, I'm sorry for saying what I said. She was just doing her job. She was nice to me. Tell her I'm really sorry and thank her." Officer Thomas was the kind of person we should all strive to be. Officer Thomas's community service was outstanding. Gail worked for Atlanta Public Schools as a resource officer too. She worked with educators, students, parents, and community to reduce crime, drug abuse, and violence to make a safer school environment. Gail, too, was very dedicated to her attendance and service at Passion City Church and was remembered by church members and friends for being an important part of their congregation. Her fellow church members said, "I am blessed to have known her. It is a rare privilege to have known someone for just a few short months and feel like you were childhood friends from day one." She went on to say, happy, sad, exhausted, or energized, Gail lived selflessly and without hesitation. Another church friend remembered how kind and humble Officer Thomas always was. Every time she would thank Gail for serving with them, Gail would glow with that beautiful smile and humbly say, "It is always my pleasure." Officer Thomas never passed up an opportunity to help someone within the church or give friendly encouragement to those having a bad day. Officer Thomas's church family will miss her greatly. Gail had a great determination and drive, and it always showed as she conducted her work and raised her daughter. One officer recalled, "She was small in stature, but her dedication, work ethic, heart, and smile made her larger than life." Gail never stopped working and fought her whole life to provide her daughter every opportunity. Another officer remembered talking to Gail when they were working an extra shift together. They both were single parents, working extra to make things better for their children. Gail lived for the daughter she so cherished. Senior Officer Gail Thomas was the model every officer strives to be. Her positive outlook on life and unending compassion for everyone around her made her untimely passing a suffocating blow to everyone in her community. Major Christopher Leidy, Gail's commander, said, "I challenge you, do not mourn for Gail Thomas, because Gail is all right. Mourn for our loss, and the fact that our world is a little less bright because of the loss of her physical presence in our life." Thank you, Officer Thomas, and well done, a good and faithful servant. This tribute honoring Senior Officer Gail Thomas was made possible by the generosity of the Atlanta Falcons. We thank you.